Hello, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I wanted to thank you guys for being on here and thank you for taking a couple minutes to learn a little bit more about our company. And also thank God because everything that we do for His glory. So I hope you guys can see the screen. You can see it, right? Yeah, cool, awesome. So that's the name of our team. The name of our team is Team Trinity, and we believe in making the impossibles possible because we believe a lot of families are going to be on their knees praying to God that somebody shows up, and we believe that we could be that answered prayer for some people and be that and make those impossibles possible. So what is it that we do? You probably want to know, right? Well, first of all, I want to let you know we are associated with a bunch of companies. We've been around for over 100 years, and you've probably seen all these companies, right? So all these companies have been around for a long time. They're very credible. They have a great reputation of helping out people out there. So what makes us different than everybody else is that we don't represent just one company. We actually can pick and choose whatever company is going to be better for you based on what you need and based on what's important to you and based on what is it that is how you're going to get to your dreams and goals a lot faster. So that's what makes us a little bit different. So how do we help families? It's pretty simple, but you guys will see there's a couple steps. But first of all, if you guys could tell, there's if you guys can see this little man on here, he's so happy, he's excited because he just got paid, right? Isn't that kind of how you feel too? Yeah, you get paid, you get excited, and then all of a sudden, what? All the bills start to come in, right? You got to pay your house and your car and your bills and your credit cards. And for most families, hopefully this is not for you, but for most families, how do they feel at the end of the month? Yeah, like this guy, true? Yeah. You know what's crazy though? At the end of this line, it's your family. Not maybe not yours, but it's families and it's the wife and the kids. Why do I say that? Because at the end of that line, there's dreams and the goals, and they want to save money to go to college, and they want to save money for retirement, and they want to save money to have fun, but they're waiting to see if there's anything left over, and then they save. Now, do you think that's the right way to do things? We don't think so. So here's what we do to help you out. We help you like, hey, we help you take your family and put them in the front of the line where they belong. Isn't that where their family belongs? I think so too. So how are we going to make sure we do that? First is by changing your mindset and say, hey, you got to pay yourself first. You got to give your kids college first. You got to give your families fund money first. And the way we can help you is two different ways. You could either reduce your expenses or we could increase your cash flow. Isn't that cool? Well, now the question is, what option is better for you? Do you want to reduce your expenses or increase your cash flow? Maybe both, right? Good, awesome. So that's the first thing that we can do for families. The second thing is we help people get out of debt. You guys know some people in debt? Probably. How do you think they feel? Look at this picture. How do you think that guy feels? He looks stressed out. He looks tired. He looks like he's carrying a ton of weight. Yes. Well, guess what? When you're in debt, isn't that how you feel? But what if we could help you and teach you how there's a way where you can reduce your debt and maybe cut your debt in half and maybe put you on a plan where 2-3 years from now, you can be completely debt free. Wouldn't you feel like that, girl? I think so, you know? So how do you think we're gonna feel by helping you out? It's awesome. So that's maybe where we're gonna come in and be able to make those impossibles possible. Does that make sense? Cool, awesome. And then number 3 is emergency funds. Because especially with what happened recently, you guys saw that a lot of people, they were just not prepared. A lot of people lost their jobs, or maybe if you have to fix your car, or maybe they have some medical expenses or some stuff they got to build in their house. Well, guess what? Most people don't have an emergency fund. There's a statistic that said that if you take the average family in the US and they have to spend more than $500 like on repairing a car or whatever it is, they don't have it. They have to borrow it or they have to go back to credit cards. Now, is having money saved important to you? I hope it is. You know why? Because money saved money's not everything, but it's just going to give you that little peace of mind. You guys agree? I think so too. Like imagine, think about it. What if you could get to the point where you have like 3 to 6 months of all your income saved? How would you feel? You feel awesome, right? I think so. So that's where we're going to come in. That's where we're going to come in and show you some strategies. But more importantly, be there for you. Because the number one reason why people don't do this is not because they don't know. They just don't have a coach. They don't have somebody to walk them through it. They don't have somebody that holds them accountable. And that's where we're going to come in. We're going to make sure that you get to that. Is that cool? Awesome. Good. So once we take care of that, well, maybe what you need is proper protection. Let me tell you what I mean. This is really important because if this is the wealthy and people who are broke, the majority of the families that we help out are middle America. We don't discriminate you based on how big your pocket is. A lot of financial advisors, a lot of financial firms are out there just taking care of the super wealthy and they leave everybody else behind. What we say is like, hey, we help everybody else. So if you have a house, a car, a family, and it's usually 1 or 2 people that are working to take care of that family, maybe this is you, right? But I don't know if you ever thought about it, but what happens if something happens to you? Have you ever thought about it? Like you go home to work, you go leave your house and go to work every day, right? What if one day you just don't come home? What do you think is going to happen to your family's economy? It's going to go down. Makes sense? Because they depend on your income. They depend on you to take care of them. So have you ever thought about it? Like, is there something that I could do to protect my family? Is there something that I could do in case, well, let's say you don't pass away, right? But what if you become disabled? What if you get in a car accident, you get something or chronic or critical, and who's going to take care of you? Your wife? Is your wife really going to take care of you? I don't know, right? Well, maybe she wants to, but who's going to continue paying the bills? Well, what if we could show you how there's a plan where we could build a bridge there for you, so in case something happens, your family is going to be okay? Because I'm sure if I ask you what's the most important part of your life, you will tell me your family, right? Well, then you protect your family. What I tell people all the time, look, life insurance is not for everybody, but for people that love their family, they have to have it, because you're protecting your family to make sure they're going to be okay after you're gone. The question is your family protected? And if it's not, well, maybe this is why you're watching this video. Maybe this is why God sent you that message and say like, hey, get ready, protect your family, because you could be protected and you can have that peace of mind. Make sense? Cool, awesome. The next thing that we help families on is saving money, because a lot of people want to save money and they put their money at the bank, but guess what? The bank is not paying them any interest. You probably know this already, right? Yeah, but what do you think the bank's gonna do with your money? They're just gonna keep it there waiting for you to go get it? No, they invest it, they loan it out, they make money on your money. And again, whose money is it? Yours. How's that gonna make you feel? It sucks, right? So here's where we come in. Where we come in is just teach you a great financial education and show you how you could invest your money without being scared. Because look, if you're gonna save money for your kids to go to college, or for to buy a house, or for retirement, you probably feel like this guy, don't you? Right? That's how I feel. It's like, hey, what's better? Is the stocks better? Is annuities better? IRAs? I mean, there's like Bitcoin nowadays, which is crazy, right? And like just knowing what option is going to be better for you. That's where we come in, that financial education. But it's not that one product is better than the other. It's based on what you need. It's based on what's important to you. It's based on when you're going to need it for. And if you don't get that personalized financial analysis done for you, it's very hard to just give you general advice. You guys probably hear some people online on radio or stuff like that. They just throw something out there and say, hey, you should put, right? Not the same shoe fits everybody, let me tell you. But if we sit down with you, we can show you and we can customize something that is important to you, and we can find the best product that's going to suit your needs. Pretty awesome, right? Because if we ask you the question, which one's better for you, you're probably like, I have no idea. That's where we're going to come in. Cool? Awesome. And then the step number 6 is we actually help you preserve everything that you have. Because have you guys ever heard of wills and trust? Yeah. You think you should have one? I think you should have one. Well, if you don't know, let me tell you this. Who do you want to make your decisions for you? Good question, right? So if you have minor kids and you pass away, who's going to keep them? Have you ever thought about it? Do you want to decide, or you want to let the courts decide, right? Not only your kids, but your assets, your house, what's going to happen to that, to your debt, to your medical decisions, who's going to make your financial decisions. Well, guess what? You're probably going to tell me, I want my family to keep that, right? I work really hard and I want to make sure they have it. I wanted my family to make those decisions. Well, if you don't have a will and a trust, guess who's going to make those decisions for you? The court. Guess where we're going to come in? We're going to strategize all this, put it in place for you so that your family keeps your stuff, so that your family gets to enjoy what you work so hard for, instead of the government or anybody else keeping that for you. Isn't that awesome? I think so too. Pretty cool. But you know what? Even though everything that we do is great, what really changed my life, yeah, the products are awesome, but being part of this company, that's what really changed my life. Because somebody gave me an opportunity and told me like, hey, Jorge, guess how you could help you? Guess what? You could join our crusade. I was like, what? What do you mean? It's like, yeah, you could join our crusade. Go help us help other people. You're a good man. You have a good heart. You like helping other people. Why don't you join us and go make a difference in the world? What I tell people all the time is like I'm planning to go to heaven. Hopefully you guys are too, right? I am. So what I'm trying to do now is help people out. and show them the way. So when it's almost like I'm having a conversation with God and I'm telling like, hey God, I got a little point, okay, because I have one more family or two more families or three more families. So again, I hope you guys are going to heaven. And if that's the case, join our crusade, join our mission, go make a difference in somebody else's life, go teach people how to get out of debt, go teach people how to become financially free, go teach people how to become great in their lives, because the number one reason, the number one way that the devil's going to get you is money. And if we can help fix all those problems, well, maybe you make a difference in somebody else's life. And at the same time, you can make really good money. That'll be awesome, true? That'll be awesome, good. So if you're intrigued a little bit more about that, send me a text or send that person who sent you this video, let them know, like, hey, tell me more about that. How can I join your mission? How can I join your crusade? Deal? And I hope I see you. Awesome. So I'm almost done, okay? I'm almost done. Stick with me. So what intrigued you the most? Maybe you were thinking about like, hey, you know what? I do want to reduce my expenses. I do want to see how my whole financial house is. Or maybe you do have some debt that you need to get rid of. Or maybe you do want to see more about that emergency fund. Or maybe you want to protect your family. I hope you do, because if you love them, you should. Make sense? Or maybe you're like, well, I already have one through work. Well, cool. The ones through work are really cool because they're free or very cheap. But the bad thing is that the day you leave, they stop. So you should always have something on the side. Make sense? So whether you already have all this through work, we can always customize it for you and make you have an even better plan, which is pretty cool. We're not going to tell you like, hey, stop what you're doing, but we can complement it and make it even better. Awesome. Or maybe what you need is just to protect your family and protect your assets. So if any of that stuff intrigued you, the person who sent you this video can show you more. And they're going to tell you what, they're all excited because they become part of this company. And now they're trying to teach this to others because they're living it themselves and they're becoming better and helping other people with it. So if any of that stuff intrigued you, again, let the person know who invited you. Again, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for taking the time. We really appreciate you guys. We love you guys. If the best way that we can do to help other people out is by sharing some some quality introductions of other people that you know. If you know anybody else that might need to hear this message, this information, let that person who sent you this video know. Give them their name and number, and we promise we're going to take really good care of them just the way we take care of you. Cool? Awesome. Well, we love you guys. God loves you guys, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for taking the time. Bye.